Good morning and welcome back, those of you at home and those of you here. What we've done so far, as you know, is we've started working on this new way of releasing the wanting approval and the wanting to control. And we're actually going to take that a step further this morning. There is one want that is deeper than the wanting approval and wanting to control. And that's our wanting security or survival. Basically, we want approval in order so we can be safe. In other words, if everyone approved of you, you can go in the middle of Iraq, and if everyone in Iraq loved you and approved of you, you'd be safe. So we want approval in order to be safe, in order to feel secure. And then the way the wanting to control comes into all that is we want to control them to make them approve of us so we can feel safe. So the bottom line underneath both of those wants is the wanting security or survival. So what we'll be doing today, in addition to releasing the wanting approval and wanting to control, is we'll be releasing that wanting security or survival. Now remember, we're letting go of the wanting. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with being secure. In fact, the more you let go of the wanting security and survival, the more you feel secure no matter what is going on around you. And these days, that can really come in handy. I mean, if you just look at the newspaper or watch television, it's not hard to have a lot of your insecurity come up. I mean, you don't know what's going to happen with the economy. Everything keeps changing. Well, as you start letting go of your wanting security or survival, what that does is it starts to make you a lot more in control and a lot calmer and focused and centered in the moment, no matter what is going on around you. So rather than talk about it, we'll explain that more as we go along. What I'd like to do now is have someone volunteer to work on something, and I'll show you how that fits. So who has something they'd like to work on, and I'll show you how this new wanting security or survival will relate to that.
I'll give it a try.
Sure.
Okay.
So what is it you want to work on?
I don't know.
What's that? Tell me a little bit about what you want to work on.
Just volunteering. Something that I want to work on.
Yeah.
That would make, about being secure.
Yeah, well, see if there's an issue in your life that you think might relate to the wanting security and survival, and I'll show you how to use it, the releasing with that.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to stay alive.
Okay. Relating to the illness you mentioned yesterday, perhaps, or?
Specifically, yes, but in general, even. Yeah.
Okay. Well, the more specific we can be, the better. In other words, when we get too general, it's hard to get in touch with the want in the moment. So allow yourself to be specific. Think of a specific situation or problem in your life that might be stirring up your wanting security or survival. And remember, those of you at home don't have to wait until we work together. You can start doing this too.
Okay, I think, and it's prevalent in my life. I feel a lot more secure inside my house than I do outside my house, because anything could happen.
Right.
You know, car accident,
Okay.
shot and killed, anything.
Right. All right. So when you talk about that, though, about leaving your house into this potentially hostile world, see if you can just allow some of that wanting security to come into your awareness, that sense of lacking security.
I can feel it.
All right. Could you allow it to release?
I never thought of it that way. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just another want.
Yeah, I thought that's what we wanted. No.
Well, we do. All the time. We're constantly in. The wanting security and survival is so prevalent, we're in it all the time. It's like you can't see, it's like the water that we swim around in. So it's there all the time. We're actually drowning in it. But as you start to release it, you'll see that there's an inner sense of security that will get very strong within you, so that no matter what's going on around you, you can feel secure. And also very importantly, for instance, if you were in the middle of a car accident, but you weren't upset by it, don't you think you would steer the right way, do the right thing in the moment? Most of the time it's our insecurity, our panic, our fear of dying that causes us to act in ways right when we're in a situation that could be life-threatening in the way that threatens our life. But as you let go of that that wanting security or survival. Even when a situation has potential threat, you know what, I mean, if the train's coming at you 100 miles an hour and you're standing on the tracks, no one has to convince you have to get off the tracks. But I'm sure you've had situations in your life where, not necessarily standing in front of a train, I don't think most of us do that too often, but we're in that situation like that, and the wanting security causes us to freeze. Whereas if you don't have it, you go, wait a minute, there's a train coming, and you step aside. It doesn't take a lot of intellectual understanding to know what to do. But our wanting security and survival causes us to do the exact opposite. It causes us to act in ways constantly. We're constantly doing things to protect this body when it's totally unnecessary. And then when it is necessary, we miss the boat. All from the wanting security and survival.
So like what you were saying is wanting security means you don't have security.
Right. That's what we're letting go of, that sense of not having it.
And then we'll have it.
Right.
Okay.
All right. All right, so just again, look at that. When you leave your house and you kind of go out into the world, can you get a sense of that wanting security or survival?
Yeah. It's such a habit.
Right, it is a habit. It's a very strong habit, but it is breakable. But just a look, see, as you see, just like the wanting approval and control, as you become aware of it, it is easy to release.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Okay. Focus on it again. Just allow more of it. When you think about leaving your house, it's not hard for you, it's just...
Well, every time you touch it, it goes away.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. It's moving.
Good. Okay. Now just look at that again, having economic security. And what does that stir up in the moment?
Still some security.
Wanting security? All right.
Security, insecurity.
Right. So that's a wanting security. Just allow yourself to become aware of it. And I'll be quiet a moment and just allow you to release it.
Okay. It's feeling better.
Feeling better? Okay, you're still holding on to a little bit though, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Yes.
Deep-seated,
Right. Now, are you wanting to control your security?
possibly.
Okay.
There's an element there of control to
right.
lock it in place.
Right.
So it won't go away.
Right. So could you let go of wanting to control your security?
Okay.
How's it now?
That helped.
Right.
Feels better.
Feels better? Okay, good. Let's take one more look inside, though. Just focus on that whole topic of economic security and see if it stirs up any other want in the moment.
Well, maybe a little bit of control
Okay.
to guarantee it.
Right. Make sure you get it. All right. All right. And I'll be quiet again, just allow you to release it.
Okay. Feels better.
Good. Would you say that's a gain?
Yes, definitely.
Good. Now look, what happens is as you let go of that financial insecurity, very often there might be a whole range of options or opportunities or even things that could come to you that you're not even aware of now because you're wanting. The wanting is blocking it. So there's nothing wrong with being economically secure. All we're letting go of is that wanting security, that sense that we lack it.
You know, it's almost as if we're denying ourselves that via that want.
Absolutely. We are. We keep ourselves in not having it. Okay?
Yes.
I would write that down because you'll forget it.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else? Yes. Terry.
I think one of the things that I want in my life is a relationship,
Mhm.
a meaningful relationship with a man.
Hmm.
And I'm not sure right now whether I can get in touch with that. But I know it's there.
All right. Well, just think about that. How long have you been wanting a relationship?
That's a a good question, too. I've been divorced for about 4 years, but I might have wanted one while I was married.
I know, I did use the word meaningful, right?
This kind of could go back. Yeah. I worked pretty hard to have one at that point, too,
Right.
and you know, I wanted that during my marriage as
Right.
well, and I wanted that to work.
Right.
So I'm getting in touch with it now.
I see. Okay. Now, what is coming up? Is it the wanting approval, the wanting control, or the wanting security or survival?
All of the above.
Which are you most aware
Okay.
of? Take the one you're most in touch with.
I think maybe approval.
Okay.
I can.
Now just allow yourself to be aware of the wanting approval. Now could you allow it to release? Remember, it's just a want.
Yeah.
See, more's coming up. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot there.
Yeah.
You've been wanting that a
There.
long time.
Mm-hmm.
Most of us spend a lot of our lives wanting that other person, that special someone.
Mm-hmm.
It's a deep one. So just allow yourself to become aware of what want is stirring up in the moment. Is it still the wanting approval?
Well, I think I can feel a lot of survival.
Okay.
My palms are sweating.
Okay. All right, so now just allow yourself to become aware of that wanting security or survival.
Okay.
Could you allow it to release?
Yeah, when you touch on it, you can
Right.
open up that little hinge.
Right, and it releases. It's not hard. So just allow yourself to become aware of more of it. Open the hinge a little more.
Okay.
You know, could you
Scary,
just?
you know.
I know. Well, we run from it.
Yeah.
We run from it, but then it's like having the tiger by the tail, though. When we're running from wanting security or survival or any of the wants, you know, you're afraid to let go because you're afraid the tiger is going to turn around and bite you. But believe me, it's hard work to always have the tiger by the tail, and they bite you anyway.
Right.
So just allow yourself to become aware of that want.
Yeah, I'm feeling better.
Okay. See, as you just allow yourself to allow it to come into your awareness,
Right.
it releases easily.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, look one more time. Just pull a little more of it up.
Okay. It's kind of stuck right here.
Right. Okay.
I think I
Would-
can feel that physically.
Yeah. Would you like to control that?
Yeah.
Could you let go of wanting to control it?
Yeah.
Okay. Did it release when you let go of
Yeah.
Yeah. The important thing to remember for those of you here and also those of you at home, if you're ever stuck with the releasing, or even if you're aware that you're in a particular want but it's not releasing, just let go of wanting to control that. When you let go of wanting to control whatever it is that you're aware of in the moment, then it will just release very easily.
Because up here, I think,
Right.
yeah, this is good. I want to get rid of all
Right.
of it.
Yeah, well, this
Somewhere
here
down
and
here,
here,
you're holding-
here,
yeah.
don't always cooperate.
Right.
But the more you release, you'll find that what happens is most of us spend a lot of our lives kind of like this, kind of out of a line, or maybe more like this. But as you release, everything comes into line.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, most of the time our heart and our head don't agree. It's like it's a fight. But as you keep releasing, you find harmony within yourself. And the two line up so that you can easily start to do what you know is right for you and avoid the things you know that aren't right. Okay?
Okay.
You can keep going with that?
I'll go with that for a while.
All right. Well, we'll have more opportunity to
Yeah.
work on it soon. Okay?
Okay, good,
Good.
thanks.
No, you just keep going on whatever you're working on in the moment. I'm going to give the home viewer a chance to do some releasing on this too. Some of you might be going, yeah, give me my turn. So anyway, just allow yourselves at home, just allow yourself to focus on a specific situation that may have stirred up your wanting security or survival. And remember, those of you here do the same thing. Now just allow yourself to become aware of whatever you're wanting in the moment, whether it's the wanting security right now or the wanting approval or wanting control. Now as you become aware of it, could you let it go? Focus on that same situation again, and just allow yourself to become aware of that wanting security or survival or one of the other wants. And could you just let it go? Now again, just focus on that same situation and see which want it brings up in the moment. Remember, you can only release on your now want. Not what you wanted back then, but what you're wanting right now. Could you let it go? Now focus on the situation again. And just check to see what your now want is in the moment. Whatever you're wanting, could you allow it to release? Okay, take one more look inside. And just allow yourself to focus on whatever you're wanting in the moment. Just allow yourself to become aware of your now want. And could you let it go? Could you? Now what I suggest you do is pause the tape for a moment and just allow yourself to keep releasing with this new way of releasing. Just keep allowing the wants to come into your awareness and allowing them to release. It doesn't have to be difficult. You'll see that you won't even necessarily need to ask yourself any questions. Just as you become aware of it, just allow yourself to let it go.